Andy Johnson, Minnesota State University, looking at interventions and inclusion, specifically related to reading instruction. But first, the illusion of segregation. This is the illusion. Students with learning disabilities and/or reading disabilities always learn best in small groups with specialized instruction outside a general education classroom. And the question that gets asked is there research to support inclusion? However, this is the wrong question. The question should be, is there research to support segregated instruction, to support the idea that sending them down to a little room at the end of the hall is always better? When we look at research comparing segregation to inclusion, inclusive settings usually fare as good or better on academic and social measures when you have like groups, like instruction, and compare them. This means good instruction in an inclusive classroom with trained teachers. One of the problems with segregated instruction is you get this splintered, fragmented curriculum. A little reading instruction here, a little bit there, different approaches, different materials, and they miss things when they leave the classroom. We cannot always assume that instruction in a special ed resource room is the best for students. Often, that's not instructed by reading specialists. Students with special needs also are not a different species. They're human beings. We all learn the same. Special understanding is much more important than special training or skills. I've worked with students at all ends of the spectrum. We all need the same thing, maybe a little more of this and a little less of that, but the same type of instruction is needed. IEPs, or intervention plans of any kind, should start with the assumption that everyone belongs in a gen ed classroom. You start with the least restrictive and then gradually move to the most restrictive.